In this video, you'll learn the difference between elastic collision, inelastic collision, and explosion. But to calculate these problems, we'll first need to understand the conservation of momentum, what it is and when we can use it. The conservation of momentum states that the total initial momentum equals the total final momentum. You can also rewrite this as m1 v1, v1 is the initial velocity for object 1, plus m2 v2, v2 is the initial velocity for object 2, is equal to m1 v1 prime. When you see this prime here, it just means that we're referring to the final velocity plus m2 v2 prime, and this is also for the final velocity. So when can we use this equation? So we can use this when there are no external net forces on the object. So if you have two carts that are colliding, that means that there cannot be any friction. If there was friction, then that means you would have an external net force, and this equation wouldn't work. So this equation works if there are no external net force, and in this situation we would call it a isolated system. So now let's take a look at three types of collision. So one is called an elastic collision. This is when two carts bounce off each other and the momentum is conserved. That means the momentum, the total momentum before the collision is equal to the total momentum after the collision, and kinetic energy is also conserved. Next, we'll look at inelastic collision. So this is a collision where the two carts bounce off each other and momentum is also conserved. And kinetic energy there is some kinetic energy loss. And lastly, we'll look at perfectly inelastic collision. These are when two carts sticks and the momentum is conserved, the total momentum is conserved. And here we have maximum kinetic energy loss. So where does this energy go when you have this energy loss over here? So these situations. So some of that energy goes into heat, and some of that energy is converted to sound. Besides objects colliding, objects can also break apart, which we call explosions. In this cart demo, the carts start with zero kinetic energy, and the kinetic energy increases after the explosion. However, the total momentum is still conserved.
Now we're going to work through an example of a perfectly inelastic collision where the two objects stick to each other. So here we have a 1.5 kilogram red ball moving at 6 meters per second, collides head-on with a 2 kilogram blue ball moving at 3 meters per second in the opposite direction. After the collision, they stick together. What is the final velocity of the combined ball system after they collide? First, we're going to indicate the positive direction. So I'm going to make right positive. We're going to set the red ball is moving towards the right initially. Blue ball is moving to the left. I'm going to do a quick sketch for the red and the blue ball and also indicate their velocities. And then I'm going to do a quick sketch for after the collision as well. VF will be their final velocity once they're stuck together and moving towards the right. In this blocks, we're going to calculate their momentum. So before the collision, the red ball's momentum is 1.5 kilograms times 6 meters per second. Mass times momentum is mass times velocity, and we get 9. And then for the blue ball, it's going to be 2 kilograms times 3, and we get 6. But it's going to be the negative direction, so it's going to be negative 6. And the units are kilograms, meters per second, kilograms, meters per second. And then we add these together, we get 9 minus 6, we get 3 kilogram meters per second. So that's the total initial momentum. After the collision, we have the red is 1.5 times VF, mass times velocity, and the blue ball is 2 times VF, mass times velocity. We're going to add those up, and we get 3.5 VF. Okay, and these are going to equal each other. They're going to equal each other. So then we end up with 3 is equal to 3.5 VF. If I take 3 divided by 3.5, VF is 0.86 meters per second. Now let's take a look at a collision where the two object bounces, and it's a elastic collision. A 1 kilogram object moving at 8 meters per second collides elastically with a 3 kilogram object moving towards it at 2 meters per second on a frictionless surface. After the collision, the 1 kilogram object bounces back at 4 meters per second. What is the velocity of the 3 kilogram object after the collision? The first thing I'm going to do is to indicate my positive direction, and then I'm also going to sketch a drawing for before the collision, and then sketch a drawing for after the collision. So before the collision, object 1 is moving to the right at 8 meters per second. Object 3 is moving to the left at 2 meters per second. After the collision, object 1 is moving to the left 4 meters per second. And object 3 is going to be moving. I'm going to say it's going to move to the right. If not, then I will change this picture to the left. If my answer is positive, it means it's moving to the right. If my answer is negative, it means it's moving to the left. So in these boxes, I'm going to calculate the momentum. So for object 1, it's going to be 1 times 8, 1 kilograms times 8 meters per second. And we get 8 kilogram meters per second. Object 3 is going to be 3 times 2, which is 6. But this 2 is a negative, so it will be a negative 6 kilogram meters per second. So the total momentum, 8 plus a negative 6, I get 2 kilogram meters per second. And then on the right hand side, I have 1 times 4, which is 4 kilogram meters per second. This 4 is negative, so I'm going to put a negative there, so this is a negative momentum. And then for object 3, it's going to be 3 times v3 prime. That's the final velocity of object 3. Okay, so if I add these two up, I get a negative 4 plus a 3 v3 prime. I'm going to set these two equal to each other, and I end up with 2 equals negative 4 plus 3 v3 prime. I am going to add a 4 on both sides. That gives me a 6 on the left equal to 3 v3 prime. And so v3 prime is 6 divided by 3, which is 2 meters per second. Notice the answer is positive, so I know it is moving to the right. Now we're going to look at an explosion problem where the object breaks apart into two pieces. A 10 kilogram object is initially at rest on a frictionless surface. It suddenly explodes into two pieces, a 6 kilogram piece and a 4 kilogram piece. After the explosion, the 6 kilogram piece moves to the left at 3 meters per second. What is the velocity of the 4 kilogram piece after the explosion? So the first thing I'm going to do is to indicate my positive direction, and then I'm going to sketch a drawing for before the explosion. Before the explosion, this object has a 0 velocity, so the two pieces are together, and then the two pieces break off apart. They explode away from each other, and object 6 moves to the left with a velocity of 3 meters per second. Object 4 moves to the right with a velocity of v. I'm going to call it v4 because the object has 4 kilograms. You can call it whatever you like, but that helps me to remember this refers to object 4. So v4 prime. And then now I'm going to calculate the momentum of each of the object before the explosion. So before the explosion, the 6 kilogram object will have a momentum of 6 times 0, which is 0. The 4 kilogram object will have a momentum of 4 times 0, which is 0. The total momentum before the before the explosion is going to be 0. And then after the explosion, object 6 will have a momentum of 6 times negative 3, because it's going in the negative direction, which gives me negative 18. And then object 4 will have a momentum of 4 times v4 prime. Okay, so I'm going to add these numbers together. Negative 18 plus 4 v4 prime. Okay, so we have 0 is equal to negative 18 plus 4 v4 prime. I'm going to move the 18 to the left, so 18 equals 4 v4 prime. Divide 4 on both sides, and we get v4 prime is 4.5 meters per second.